Awesome. Okay. So imagine that you're operating a robot millions of miles away from where you're sitting right now. That sounds crazy, right? Now imagine that you're not just facing the crushing pressure to succeed from everyone at NASA, but you also have to concentrate on 6 different computer screens that all display vital data about how well you're doing. How long would it take for you to make a single movement, let alone complete the entire mission? This summer, I worked on solving this efficiency issue by using augmented reality. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sreya, and I work with fellow intern Juliana Long and my mentor Billy Gallagher to create a Google Glass app for robotics. And I am also missing the button. Found it. So first, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm from Germantown, Maryland, and I'm a rising junior at Poolsville High School. Go Falcons. I have been a Kuchipudi classical dancer for the past 9 years now. I'm a member of my school's robotics team, and I'm also captain of our physics team. I'd also like to give a little bit of background about where I worked. I interned in the Satellite Service and Capabilities Office, and 2 of its main missions are Restore-L and the Asteroid Robotic Redirect Mission, or ARM. Restore-L involves sending a servicing satellite to another satellite currently in orbit, the Landsat 7, that's almost out of fuel. Our servicing satellite will then use 2 robotic arms, shown here, to refuel the Landsat 7, thus proving that instead of sending new iterations of satellites into orbit, we can just fix the ones already there. ARM, on the other hand, involves sending a spacecraft to a near-Earth asteroid, where it will then use 2 robotic arms to pluck a boulder off its surface, do a few complicated maneuvers around the asteroid to actually redirect its trajectory, and then bring the boulder over to the moon, where it will be placed into orbit so future astronauts can analyze it. Now, both of these missions use robotic arms. And when SSCO's operators are testing these arms on ground or flying these arms during the mission, they must split their attention between the arm itself and multiple monitors all displaying performance data. This attention divide creates an efficiency deficit, and our proposed solution was creating a Google Glass app that would use augmented reality to keep both the robot and its performance data in the operator's main vision. Now, to determine the major goals and features of our software, we conducted a user survey amongst the SSCO operators. We asked them questions such as the ones listed here. What would you like to actually see on the glass? And how would you like to see this data? From these interviews, we took away 3 main points. 1, that the glass would be most useful when the robot was in contact with other objects. 2, that the most vital data to be seen was force data. And 3, the most intuitive visuals would be numerical values and line graphs. Now, the bulk of the functionality of our software, or the back end, was written in Java, while our layouts, or front end, were written in XML. The platform we developed on was Android Studio, which is a very popular software for creating Android apps. We also integrated the Graphy open source library to include dynamic line graphs in our app. The developing environment for Android Studio looks like the screenshot over here. And after writing our code, we could then either preview it on a built-in emulator or build it directly onto the glass for testing. Now I'm going to take you through a quick screenshot demo of what this application would look like if you were actually an operator and going through a test. When you first open the app, it displays a splash screen with the name of our software and brief user instructions. This screen is projected into the top right-hand corner of your eye. And this way you can keep your main focus on the robot while glancing up to see the data. This keeps the performance data from being an intrusion to your testing, and it makes your main focus be on the robot to promote efficiency during your test. After double tapping, you can then scroll through 3 different options. seeing force data, seeing telemetry data, which are the angles of each of the joints of the robot, or seeing a very detailed information help page. Say we click on force data, which is the option I spent the bulk of my summer developing. We can then choose between two options, seeing all the forces on the robot or graphing a single force. If we select all forces, we can now see the XYZ forces and the roll pitch yaw torques, all in numerical values. However, if we select graph one force, we can choose one of these options and display a dynamic line graph that will constantly update based on live feed from the robot. Sometimes there are issues or malfunctions with the robot during testing. In those cases, a notification data packet is sent out and then intercepted by the glass. These notifications are displayed as alerts and are colorful, color-coded, and very immediate, alerting the user immediately that there is a problem. They are also accompanied by an auditory intrusion, such as a series of beeps that captures the user's attention. Now, we would like to keep developing this software in the future and adding new functionality. Firstly, we would like to integrate the glass with computers that actually operate the robots. This would allow the glass to be used during real-life robotics testing. We would also like to include further graphical representations of our data, such as a rotary graph, that would improve the intuitiveness of the displays of our data. We would like to create a minimalist notifications activity whose sole purpose would be to display any alerts with the robot. This would be very useful during testing where 100% of the operator's attention must be on the robot. We would like to code our audio alerts similar to our visual alerts. So specific series of beeps would indicate different levels of urgency, severity, or just a type of notification. And finally, we would like to demonstrate the glass with an operator doing a real robotics test. Currently, our goal is to have the glass be used during a test of one of the robotic arms for the Restore L mission. However, in the future, we would like to see the glass actually be used during the mission in space. So when they're operating the arm in space during Restore L, they could use the glass and improve the efficiency of their motions. Now, I would not be here today if it weren't for the help of many people at Goddard and outside of Goddard. I would like to thank Billy Gallagher for being a very kind and patient mentor, Zakia Tomlinson for being the intern coordinator of SSCO. I know it's really hard coordinating all those kids. And also for mentoring me. Jim Laporte for his help in installing software. That's always really hard. Andrew Hobbs, Anthony Walker, and Damon Sandler for the IT assistance. Brian Roberts and Frank Sepolina for providing and awarding me this opportunity to work at NASA and fulfill my childhood dream. And finally, my family and friends for supporting me throughout this whole internship, specifically my parents for driving me every day. I'm not old enough to drive. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.